There is considerable evidence that the tendency to spontaneously imitate others can be modulated by top-down social factors, including social group membership, direct eye gaze, and prosocial priming. Spengler and colleagues investigated the modulatory role of one such social factor, self-focus, on automatic imitation. However, the task used in their study to measure imitative compatibility was confounded by spatial compatibility, which may explain the modulatory effects. More recent studies have shown that top-down social factors such as group membership and eye gaze modulate spatial but not imitative compatibility. Thus, we aim to investigate if such modulation is specific to imitation or whether it is the result of a domain-general cognitive process which would produce effects on any type of perception-action link, such as a tendency to respond on the same side of space as an observed stimulus. We used a stimulus response compatibility task previously shown to independently measure spatial and imitative compatibility. Participants performed the task both in the presence and absence of mirrors to modulate self-focus, similar to the self-focus manipulation used by Spengler and colleagues. An interaction between self-focus and imitative compatibility would support a domain-specific explanation of top-down modulation of imitation, while an interaction between self-focus and spatial compatibility would suggest that self-focus influences domain-general cognitive processes. Participants performed a stimulus response compatibility task, which required them to perform index or middle finger lifts in response to color cues while concurrently observing an on-screen hand performing index or middle finger lifts, either compatible or incompatible with participants' own action. Figure 1 shows the different levels of spatial and imitative compatibility in a trial where an index finger lift is the instructed response. The main dependent variable compatibility effect was calculated as the difference in reaction time between compatible and incompatible trials, both spatially and imitatively. Analysis of both the response time and error data in the first condition completed by participants revealed no significant interaction between self-focus and spatial or imitative compatibility, showing no evidence that self-focus affects imitation or spatial compatibility. Although it is worth noting that the magnitude of the spatial compatibility effect in each of the two experimental conditions was similar to the magnitude of the effect of self-focus on imitation reported by Spengler and colleagues, suggesting that numerically at least, our manipulation had a similar effect to that of Spengler and colleagues. These results provide no evidence for an effect of self-focus on either social-specific or domain-general processes. Future studies should therefore aim to use more robust manipulations to uncover the precise nature of the cognitive processes that are modulated in social context. Please scan the QR code on the poster to access the published article for a detailed study report.